Good morning, and welcome again to another episode of Tea Time with Peter Binder, the seminarian here at Blessed Sacrament Church. We're running out of time while I'm here, so hopefully something else of imbibing will take over the summer, but we'll see what happens. I was reminded last week of this slogan that they used in the Catholic schools a couple years ago to try to re-emphasize the faith. And it always talked about Sunday being the first day of the school week. The idea being that Mass and that the religious aspect was always really the foundation of a Catholic education. But that came up to me once again since I was doing some reading about the first chapter of Genesis, those days of creation where God creates the world and everything in the first 6 days and then rests on the seventh. And that seventh day is where we get that idea of resting on Sunday. That's where the Jewish faith got the idea of the Sabbath, the third commandment, keeping the Lord's day holy and not doing any servile labor on that day. So for a while, I thought that our Sunday was the Sabbath, that's supposed to be understood as the same day. But then when we were reading all the accounts of the resurrection last week, you might be reminded, wait, it says that Jesus rose on the first day of the week. That's when the women went to the tomb, on the first day of the week, which wouldn't be the Sabbath anymore. We'd be back on the first day, which we now call Sunday. It's the Lord's Day, but that fact that Jesus rose on what is really the eighth day, the first day of the new week, points to something that really stands out about Easter. I think it's really why we celebrate the Easter season for just so long. Jesus' resurrection wasn't just God resting or just a continuation, but it was something new. Just as on the first day in the original creation, God created light, in the new creation, Jesus rose on the first day. The new light of God in our world, the new light of God in our lives and for the rest of time. That's why for the whole octave of Easter, those 8 days right after Easter, we kept singing every day as our responsorial psalm, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." That sounds kind of contradictory because, well, Monday is the day, Tuesday is the day, Wednesday is the day, but really that new creation, that newness of Jesus' resurrection as the new light of the world, that carries on for the rest of time. That's not something that's just limited to one day of the week, just a Sunday, but that carries on through our whole lives and through our whole world. And so that's why we're going to be stuck in the Easter season, probably until about mid-May, when we eventually get to Pentecost. That's why it's just so many weeks. Because we just need that constant reminder that this resurrection isn't just one day of the year, it's not even just Sunday, but it's something that carries on all the time in our lives. And that's why St. Paul says, put on Christ, and always be clothed in him, and always let that light shine in your hearts. Have a good rest of your day, and may God bless you in this Easter season.
Right.